There's 3 of them. Yeah, so one of them's the one that got run over.
Was he going to the hospital, or is he just going to wait?
No, TFR checked him out. And he's like, I was in the Navy, I'm good. And I was like, all right, well, let me give you a ride and we'll do a show up. And he's like, like, dude, he's like, it's probably just a couple broken toes. Like,
so I'm sorry. I would like to say just me.
You would like to say? So is there another person
No.
in the car?
Oh, no, me, absolutely
Okay.
me. I was 100% sober driving that vehicle and everything. It's just that they were all going to the Taylor Swift concert.
Okay.
And so I had to drive them like 3 hours and everything to get there.
Who's we? Who are they?
Me, as in me and my other friend.
I'm the manager of Bar Louis. We're about to get hit by this Taylor Swift stuff. Do you mind if I go back in if you have any questions for me?
that's cool. So, what happened?
I don't know exactly what happened out here. I stepped out in a hurried commotion. This young lady I guess, crashed into a pole and then came back. They tried to stop her, and then she crashed into these 2 cars. So this gentleman over there could give you more of what's going on because he was involved and he's the one that called the first time around.
Okay. So did you see anything, or you just
I did not personally see anything.
Who was it that saw the guy with the backwards head?
Yeah, the gentleman that's walking away over there.
All right. I'm trying to talk to him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just assumed that's it. I don't have it right now, but that building shouldn't have it, no?
Okay. It might. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But you still haven't told me what you hit.
I had not hit anything in that vehicle.
So then where did the damage come from? You're saying you didn't do it? Or it didn't happen?
No, I totally get what you're saying. I just want you to see I'm not going to give like a little like false thing or anything like that. I'm not being condescending or anything.
As far as the infinity of I do have the call taker calling back to let them know that a customer just got out and it's probably waiting.
That would be my friend and everything.
You already said that none of this mattered. It was just that court second.
However, hold on. That's what I'm saying.
I'm ready to go.
I have 2 people that are hurt in my restaurant. This is the same girl I just said was drinking and I kicked her out because she had a fake ID. I have a girl in my restaurant with a gash in her head and she beat up my sous chef and he's limping. I'm like petrified right now.
Who beat up your chef?
That girl. They were trying to keep her from leaving because. Okay, let me calm down for a second. Hold on 1 second.
So there's someone in there with a cut to their head?
And she beat up the sous chef.
Okay, so I'm just saying for like medical reasons. So
yeah, she probably needs to be looked at.
Right.
She hit a pole with her in the car because she thought she needed help. She didn't know that was the girl that I kicked out. They saw her out here and thought she needed help.
Yes, ma'am. Can you advise TFR to come back out? Apparently, someone involved has a cut to their head, but they were inside the mall while TFR was here.
That's the same girl I just told that officer about 10 minutes ago when you were here for that gentleman. I said I kicked a girl out of here. She had a fake ID. She was telling everybody at the bar she's 20 years old. So we checked her ID, and I could peel the top piece of her ID off.
Actually, 1022 looks like transfers here. So it's not her. She said there's 2 people in the restaurant
that were
that
attacked.
need to get looked at.
One was attacked and one was in the car with her and got hit. She was trying to leave and he was on the phone with the cops. And
he was in the car with her?
No, my hostess, who didn't know that was the female that I kicked out of here. She thought she needed help. So she was, I don't know, I'm not really sure why she got in the car with her. I'm not even gonna lie, she's very young. So that happened, they called me, I thought somebody was out here robbing them. She walked up to me, she's bleeding all down her face. My sous chef, yes.
Okay, let's go check them out. And
So my sous chef comes out here with me to assess the situation. I walked back in, he was out here. Apparently, while he was on the phone with the cops, she attacked him, tried to run him and the other hostess that was with the girl that got hit in the car with the gash, attacked him, and then took off, she hit some cars in this parking lot, by the way, so I don't know which cars she hit.
Yeah, that's what I was just walking around looking for. Okay, so what happened?
The next thing anyone else is
She went to help a underage drunk student who was drinking here. We kicked her out. Once we found out she was taken out, kicked out. She was in the parking lot. These hostesses here coming out of work, saw that she was drunk in the parking lot, attempted to help her by driving her car for her, or just helping her?
I was outside the car. She didn't know that she was inebriated, so she thought that she needed help, and they saw me walking the parking lot, and I was on the phone with her friends trying to, because they were at the Taylor Swift concert, and so they were freaking out, and then she hit a pole, and that's where she hit her head, and then I was...
Who is this?
This is my other host.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was in the car with her when she hit a pole?
Yes, sir. In the back seat.
Okay. Where were you?
I was outside in the parking lot next to my car, and as soon as I heard it happen, I started screaming, and then I saw that she was bleeding, and I started running into here, but then the girl started running after, so I got on the phone with my manager, and
so did you see the actual crash in there, or did you see her come?
No, and so I get on the phone with my manager, and I'm screaming at her to come outside, and it's just pouring on, and my manager comes outside, and then he comes outside to try and help me get her keys away from her, but it's like a push to start car, so like he did the best that he could.
In the door
yeah.
itself.
But she was still in the car. And
yes. And then she gets out of the car and starts beating him, and he's telling me to get away because he doesn't want anything to happen to me. And so he gets her far enough away from the car that I try to turn it off, and can I like show you what she did? So
don't show me how she hit someone in the face.
No, sir. And I'm leaning over in the car, and I'm trying to turn it off, and I'm on the phone with my manager, and she comes up and she grabs me and throws me, like, tries to get me out of the car. I wouldn't say like throws me because I'm bigger than her, so she didn't really have much force. But it was
you're
like,
in the car trying to get it to turn off.
And
at this point.
I don't drive a push, so I'm not sure. So, and she, like, I'm bent over in the car, and then I kind of get up for a second, and she goes, no, the fuck you don't, and then pushes me out of the car. And then, so she gets in the car, and honestly almost runs us over. If I'm being 100% honest, almost runs us over. And then hit another car in the parking lot. I don't know if you guys saw it, it was a purple car.
No, you could show because we were so we were trying to figure out what was going on because we're talking just the one party, and we're like, we didn't even know anyone was in here because all we had met was her.
I didn't want to go back out there because if she circled around, she tried to hit me. Do you want me to show you the other car?
Yep, let me just get some information.
And she kept saying like I was the drunk one.
She was convinced that my two hostesses that just got off from work were drunk.
So I'll do is before we go.
Yes, sir.
So you saw like the first part of it, and this all happened, and then you went out towards like the end when they're trying to get out of the car.
I walked out with our other manager to check on the situation because after she ran out of the office worried, I picked up the phone and she was on the phone saying, oh my God, I need someone out here. As an ex-Navy and as well as a corpsman, I ran outside to try and do the best I could, anything I could help out with. At that point in time, she was already being escorted inside. So I went to the associated criminal at that point in time to assess what had happened as well as make sure that she did not flee the scene of the crime.
And she was still in the car at this point?
She was at this point in time, she was running back to her car to flee the scene of the crime. I made sure that she didn't by standing in the doorway of the car. However, though, she swerved out, ran my foot over, slammed into another car, and attempted to flee the scene, in which I took pictures of the car while running after.
Okay.
Full license plate as well as model and make are here. There you are, officer. Plates.
Okay.
You have victim inside the car. We're not trying to flee the scene. This is after the accident, after almost running me over and hitting a car in front of her as she was trying to flee. She was driving very slowly. I was able to catch up to her very quickly. After that, she fled to the right, returned afterward, and followed the fire department truck into the parking lot. So she's most likely still out there.
She is. So we were talking
okay,
out
there
there.
you go.
I was telling her I was very confused because all we had was her out there. And obviously her story is very much different.
On me for some reason, dude. I don't even know what the hell happened. I just had her like tangled around me. I was, man, please relax.
And he kept telling me to get away.
Okay. So what happened to that?
We were just clocking out of work, and she was standing right over here at the valet part of the parking lot, and she had begged us to help her because she's not from here. Her friends are at the Taylor Swift concert. She didn't know her way around. She couldn't find her car, so we offered to help her, and I recognized her from earlier. She was underage drinking here, so we tried to help her, and we knew she couldn't drive, so we tried to do everything we could to help her. and before I knew it, she was in the car, and I got in the back. I didn't have a seatbelt on, and she hit one of the light poles, like, really hard.
So you got in the... Tell me more about that. So you got in the back. What'd you get in the back for?
I don't know what she was trying to do. I think she was trying to find that she was blocking off or something, and...
So did you, like, get in the back, and then she was driving, or did you, like, get in the back to, like, say, like, don't drive, and she took off? Like,
well, I didn't want her to, like, be alone, because I just felt like she would hurt somebody alone. But before I knew it, she literally, I was like, oh, she's over there. And she turns and she hits a light pole. And before I knew it, there's blood all over my
So
hands.
where was she trying to go? Or what was she trying to do?
She's trying to get me over here because she was trying to find her so we could all go together or whatever. But when I told her she was like over to the right, she turned her car and like hit a light pole.
Hello?
That's fine, you can breathalyze me. I'm fine.
Okay.
Drive.
So I'm Officer Snipes. I'm with the police department.
Absolutely.
And let's right over here.
Yeah.
So I'm a DUI investigator. I got called to the scene because the officer spoke to you.
Absolutely.
Investigating the crash. He's seeing certain indicators of impairment that he wanted me to come and check you out. I'm going to advise you that my investigation is a criminal investigation, whereas his was a civil investigation just to determine who's at fault in the traffic crash. Okay? Because my investigation is criminal in nature, I'm going to have to review your rights. That's a formality. That's something I have to do before I can ask you any questions. If you want to answer questions when I finish reading your rights to you, I'll ask them to you, but you're under no obligation to do so. You
Absolutely.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the name? Okay, so listen up. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to consult with an attorney before you make a statement or answer any question, and the right to have an attorney present during questioning. If you want an attorney but cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before and during questioning free of charge.
Can I ask a question?
Let me finish this.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, sir.
You may use these rights at any time before or during questioning, and you may stop the interview at any time. You understand these rights?
Not completely. I just want. Am I being formally charged with anything right
No,
now?
I told him
I'm sorry. No, absolutely. The
told
field
you is-
sobriety. I totally get what you're saying.
I'm doing a criminal investigation.
Yeah,
And before I can start, I have to read you your rights.
absolutely. You get my confusion though. I just didn't know exactly what those things. I totally get what you're saying in those though. Absolutely, I totally get my rights within those.
Okay.
Yes.
Having that in mind, are you willing to answer questions and make a statement without an attorney being present?
Without an attorney being present, no.
Not a problem.
I'm with everything else. I promise you. I'm very cooperative.
Okay. All right.
I'll be very cooperative.
All right. So, one of the first things you said when I came up to talk to you was I can breathalyze you and everything else. Would you be willing to perform some field sobriety exercises?
I'd feel comfortable doing anything besides the actual field sobriety test.
Well, the only time I'll do anything other than field sobriety exercise,
Like the physical blowing?
if you get arrested. That's
Oh,
the only
absolutely.
time.
I don't want you to think I'm being sketchy either. I'm a law student. I'm a pre-law.
I'm sorry. The only time we'll ask anyone to take a breath test or provide any other kind
I'm
of
okay with
sample
anything else. I promise you.
is if you get arrested.
Yeah, consent to anything else. I promise you.
All right, so what I'm trying to see is whether or not you'll be willing to perform a walk and turn exercise and a one leg stand exercise.
Okay.
Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Yeah, I'm willing to do it.
All right, before I get started, I just have to check to see if you have any injuries or disabilities that would prevent you from doing those exercises.
Okay.
You have anything that would prevent you from walking in a straight line and standing on one leg? Any injuries at all?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. And are you currently under a doctor's care for anything?
I'm sorry, just make me double check because my IUD.
I mean,
no,
other than
nothing that would ever affect me. No,
Yeah, other than like the typical female stuff.
just a very
Okay.
painkiller. That's all.
All right. So, what I'm going to have you do in that case then, you stand right here on the line and face me. So stand with both feet together like that. Great. Keep your hands out the side the way they are for me, okay?
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have anxiety. I really.
No problem.
I don't want you to think I'm being like sketchy because of the way I'm acting. I'm
No
just
problem.
very.
That's fine.
Scary.
You have, remember that, you need glasses or contacts to see?
No, sir. Nothing.
Can you see my finger okay
Yes,
with the
I
light?
can.
And have you follow my finger with the light shining with your eyes and your eyes only. I'll move this light from side to side, and as I'm doing that, keep staring at it without turning your head, okay?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I think my anxiety is taking over.
You're doing fine.
Okay.
Just keep watching the light, okay?
No, I just don't want to seem like I'm trying too hard.
I just want you to focus on it.
Okay, I'm trying, I promise. I don't want to make it seem like...
I'll make a couple more passes.
Okay.
Alright. So, what I'm going to ask you to do next is the walk and turn exercise, okay? So, for me, exercise, we'll use this line over here.
Absolutely.
So, stand on this line for me, right? On that spot where I'm shining. And then face me. You follow the instructions,
I will,
okay?
absolutely.
So,
you guys are giving me so
when I say begin, what I want you to do is take 9 heel-to-toe steps down this line that we're standing on. After you've taken your 9th step, you'll turn around and then take 9 more heel-to-toe steps again, walking back down the line in the opposite direction. While you're walking down the line, your hands must touch your sides at all times. You have to look at your feet, and you must count each step out loud.
Out loud?
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All the way until you get 9, turn around.
And I turn around the exact military move.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to the side and show you what you need to be doing, okay?
Okay.
So,
I'm sorry, you guys are making me so nervous.
So when I say begin, this is what I want you to do. I want you to walk just like this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until you get to 9. Once you get to step number 9, you'll keep your front leg down on the line. You'll remove your back leg from behind your front leg, and then turn around by taking a series of small steps, just like this.
I might do a military step.
You must do it just like that.
Okay.
Once you finish making that turn and you're facing the line again,
because of how I'm used to it.
you take those last set of heel-to-toe steps, making sure that while you're walking, your feet are touching
And you're
heel-to-toe.
telling me multiple steps I should make in that 360.
When you turn around, a series of small steps.
I'm sorry, just in military, you go like this. And
Well, we're not in the military, and that's why you.
No, it's
and,
my
and because
daddy,
this
though.
is here's the thing, because this is standardized, you have to do it that way.
No, I totally get it. I'm sorry, I've never
So let me
done
show you
this.
again, so there's no confusion. Once you get to step number 9, turn around like this.
I've never done this.
All right, and then when you're facing the line, that's when you take those last set of heel-to-toe steps, like so.
Okay.
When you do the exercise, you have to do it from start to finish without stopping. Do you understand the instructions?
I think so, sir.
All right, before you begin.
As far as I think so.
All right, before you begin, I want to clarify. You have any questions about what you're going to be doing?
I don't think so. I don't believe so.
Okay, if you don't have any questions and you understand the instructions, then you can get back in the starting position and you can start walking.
Okay. I believe through my full capabilities, I can do that as far as I'm capable of, that I know of.
Great. You're back heel-to-toe position for me?
This?
Okay. Start when you're ready. Make sure you're counting.
Out loud?
Yes.
7. No, I may have been 2 over. Can I go over rather than under?
Just do what I showed you. Like I said, nothing more, nothing less. Okay. All right. You can turn around.
I can redo it. I'm sorry.
That's
I know
fine.
I'm probably fucking up.
Stand right here for me.
I'm sorry.
And
it's just my
and
anxiety.
just stand like this and face the car.
Okay.
All right. Remain in that position. Don't move unless I ask you to. Okay?
Absolutely, sir.
And when I tell you to begin, what I want you to do is stand on the leg of your choice. You'll lift the other leg off the ground by approximately 6 inches. Keeping your hands at your side, you'll look down at your raised leg and you'll count out loud. Let me show you what you'll be doing. So don't move unless I ask you to. When I say begin, you're going to stand just like this and start counting.
Am I good to go whenever?
Yep, start when you're ready.
All right, sir.
Make sure you're counting out loud.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Drop your leg just a little bit.
10.
Lower your leg the way
11,
I showed you.
12, 13.
Lower your leg the way I showed
14,
you.
15, 16, 16, 17.
Keep going. Don't stop unless I ask you to stop.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Okay, you can stop.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I didn't fully understand.
All right, stand right here for me.
Absolutely. Right there.
Yeah, right on that spot and face the car. And just face the car for me. All right, what you can do next is placing your hands behind your back. All right. Placing you under arrest for DUI.
All right, ready?
Yes, ma'am. At this time, I do believe that you're impaired. Should not have been operating your vehicle. And because of that, you're being arrested for DUI. Now, because you're being arrested for DUI, I'm going to be transporting you down to our central breath testing facility. You mentioned taking a breath test when I first started speaking to you. Now is when I'm going to ask you to take that breath test.
Okay.
The breath test is designed to test the alcoholic content of your breath. If you were to provide me with a breath sample that comes back to be at or above 0.08, your driver's license is going to be suspended for 6 months. Are you willing to take that breath test? Since you're not sure.
No, I would love to say yes. What is my other options?
Yeah,
I'm thinking from a legal perspective.
I'm going to explain that to you.
Absolutely. I know like my rights and everything.
So if you don't
I don't
want
to be like a
which is fine,
you know?
but let me explain it.
I'm not trying to be a hard person either.
I get you. Let me just explain what's going to happen. If you don't take the breath test, your driver's license is going to get suspended.
And you do a blood test.
For 1 year. No, we don't do a blood test.
No.
So listen up.
I'll do everything then.
But just in case, if you don't take the breath test, your license is going to get suspended for 1 year for refusing to do so. If you've had a prior suspension on your license for refusing to submit to any of the approved chemical tests, and you were to refuse a second or subsequent time, or if you had to pay a fine under the Florida voting statutes for refusing to submit the testing, if you were to refuse a second or subsequent time, instead of it being a 1 year suspension, you'll be faced with an 18-month suspension. And in addition to the 18-month suspension, you'll also be charged with a misdemeanor offense of refusing to submit the testing.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, refusing to
I'm not trying to be like a hard person. I just wanted to ask my genuine way.
That's why I'm explaining it to you.
And then what comes out?
Let me just finish.
I'm sorry.
Refusing to submit the testing, that can be used as evidence against you in court.
Absolutely.
So your options are going to be this. You take a breath test and face a possible 6-month suspension to your driver's license, right?
Yeah.
So you take it and your license may get suspended for 6 months, or you don't take it and your license definitely gets suspended for at least 1 year.
I will take it for you guys. The only thing is though, is if it comes back with nothing, that I haven't had any alcohol in my system,
okay, well,
and I'm good to go.
But you're going to be in custody for 8 hours because of the DUI charge.
If I have anything with me?
You'll still be in custody for 8 hours.
That's totally, I understand that.
The DUI charge necessitates that you remain in custody for a minimum of 8 hours. So whether you take the breath test or not, whether you provide a breath sample that's at or below 0.08, you're going to be in custody for 8 hours. All right?
Even if I don't have...
You can blow triple zeros, you're going to be 8 hours.
I don't want to be condescending. I don't want you to think that I'm being like a bitch.
What I'm trying to do is explain it to you.
No, I totally get that.
If you blow triple zero, you're going to be in custody 8 hours. If you blow 3 times the limit, you're going to be in custody 8 hours.
No, I totally get that. But just because you guys suspect that?
The charge is what warrants you being in custody for 8 hours. The breath test now is to determine whether or not your license gets suspended because of the charge. Okay?
Totally valid. I'm not trying to argue with you. I hope you don't think that was ever my case either. I just want to know my, everything.
And that's why I'm taking my time to explain to you what the possibilities are.
No, absolutely.
All right? So, do you have anything hidden in your pockets?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to reach for my pockets like that either. My bad. I don't know why I didn't think about that. My vape, maybe? You okay? No. I'm sorry, I went to the movies literally 2 days before this. That's so embarrassing. Fuck.
Anything in your back pockets? That doesn't appear to be?
I believe so. It might be money. Nothing, weapons or anything like that. You can go through them.
Yeah, if you have one, it's not.
No, you're welcome to go through them. I give you consent. Okay.
Let's see if we can get a few more just to come and double check. In the meantime, come have a seat for me.
No, totally understandable.
Sure.
Thank you.
you have your wallet and maybe a cell phone with you in the car?
I have nothing with me besides. Can I call someone to bring them to me?
Well, is it?
Yes, that Kia.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Have a seat here. I'll go grab your stuff from the car.
Can you please get, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like overbearing or anything. Just like my purse and everything in there.
Yeah, I'll grab
it has
that.
like my vape and everything when I get out.
You can't have your vape with you.
No, I know I can't have that right now.
No, I'm not going to take it with you either. It's
No,
not allowed in the
no, I
facility.
totally get it. But my purse is the one that has my ID
Yeah.
and anything for me to
And
pay
your
to
cell
anything
phone.
to get out and cell
Exactly.
phone. You're welcome to go. Not like you're welcome to look like in my purse to see if my my phone's in there.
Okay.
If it's not, you are more than welcome to look and put it in there.
No
That's
problem. I have a seat now.
Okay, am I gonna go in here?
Yep.
Okay.
So you do that, and I'll go check for it real quick.
Okay, you're good. I'm sorry.
All right, hang tight. So our suspect is closer to the Cheesecake Factory up there somewhere.
Yes.
She hits the park Buick,
Yes.
takes off.
Yep.
She talks to,
Somewhere around this parking, like where we're kind of at now, somewhere around here, male stops her,
and
that's
she runs over his foot.
Yep.
And then she takes off again.
Yes.
And then she comes back here.
Once TFR arrives.
And she was in the vehicle when you got here, or?
No, she was outside the vehicle when I got here. She was talking to the male. I don't know if it was the male or it was a coworker of all of theirs.
Okay. And so I need the victim's 43 who got his leg run over, and whether or not he is also the wheel witness, or if it's somebody else.
There's 3 wheel witnesses.
So I need that 43 so I can put on the CRA who the witness was and who the victim is. Since this car was unoccupied, I'm just going to put this as no personal, I don't have to put anyone's information for the car, just the 1016, but the victim with the crate. She's in my car. Probably doesn't have much because she's not wearing much, but you just never know. Hi,
You're
Krista.
gonna do whatever.
Yeah, why don't you step on out
Yeah,
for
that's
us?
fine. I consent to everything. Okay. We do it right here? Yeah. You stand right there. See me. I don't know.
I just gotta search you. You're good. Just stand right there. Look at me.
I'm sorry, I've never been.
You're good. Just look at me. How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18. Open up your mouth with your tongue. With your tongue.
I'm sorry, I'm just really scared.
You're fine. I just gotta search you.
No, that's okay. I totally get it.
You don't have anything in your hair hiding?
No, ma'am, nothing on any of my
You're good. Just
personal
face the car.
belongings that I claim.
Go ahead and widen your stance. You can call them when you get to the jail, but I don't know about right now though.
No, no calls right.
Sports and everything.
Yeah, no phone calls right now.
So go ahead and have a seat. Just gotta check your shoes. So have a seat and then face me, okay?
And I get a breathalyzer when I'm there?
Unless you didn't consent to one, yeah.
No, I haven't got to one yet.
Okay, yeah, you will when you get there.
We don't do that here. We do that over there.
No,
Yeah, you
that's
don't
all.
do that.
And then what if I pass the breathalyzer, will I be let go?
I already told you that what would happen already. You remember me telling you what would happen?
I'm sorry, I genuinely don't. I've been very stressed out.
Okay, let me tell
Not
you again.
because I'm under the influence, but
Okay.
I know I'm going to press that.
All right, so
I just
I'm going
need
to tell
a
you again.
lawsuit to help them.
Because of the DUI charge, you're going to be in custody
Sorry.
for 8 hours.
Sorry.
Whether you take a breath test or not, whether you blow above an 08 or under an 08, you're going to be in custody for 8 hours. So you will not be let go at the end of the breath test.
Alright, you just have to step in it, okay? I know I already searched you. Is there anything else on you that we might have missed? Because once you get into the jail, if you introduce anything, a pill, a little bit of weed, a razor, a gun, a knife, anything, it's going to be a felony, okay? You'll be introducing contraband into the jail.
I did get the first phone call though before.
Yeah, you'll be able to call when you get to the jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a problem either. I just want you guys to think I'm not being condescending or being a bitch or anything
You're
like
fine.
that.
You just have to bear with the way the process works.
No, I understand.
So you'll get a phone call, but you will not get one right away. You just have to be patient and wait for the process to play itself
understand.
out.
I think you guys are misreading anxiety for DUI.
You're fine. You don't have anything else on you that we might have missed?
No,
Okay.
and that's what I'm saying is I just want
You're fine. I
to
just
get
don't
a
want...
breathalyzer sooner than later so you guys can realize I'm not under the influence.
All right. No problem. So what I'll have you do is lean back in the seat and reach around you and put the seatbelt on.
Okay.
So Lean back.
Brian's not working, right?
I don't know who Brian is.
Okay, that's okay. I know. I'm not trying to be that type of person.
Hang on.
I would love to be able to do that for you.
Okay.
He usually works night shift.
All right, hang tight. Appreciate you. Well, I can smell it, but she said she hasn't.
Yeah, I smelled it too when I walked up.
Yeah, so she said she hasn't, so she's insisting that she hasn't been, so in case my nose is playing tricks on me, if it's playing tricks on me, I'll ask for you. Okay.
Well, you're saying wheel witnesses are the ones that saw her in their drink.
Okay. All right, just like send me at least one of the wheel witnesses for you. The wheel witness, was he the one that got ran over to?
There's three of them. Yeah, so one of them is the one that got run over.
Was he going to the hospital, or was he just going to wait?
No, TFR checked him out. And he's like, I was in the Navy, I'm good. And I was like, all right, well, let me give you a ride and we'll do a show up. And he's like, like, dude, he's like, it's probably just a couple broken toes. Like,
I guess if he wants to shake it off, then that's, I guess he just must be a Swiftie fan. He can shake it off. Right? All right, let me go get her down there because she's in a hurry to get down there, and I'll let you know what we got. Appreciate it.